So I have one final question for each of you. So we are now in 2026. It feels so crazy to say that, but we are now in 2026. So what is a question that you want every woman to ask herself every day about her well-being?
Well, to me, it's similar to some of the things that we've said before during the time that we've had this talk, but what would it look like for me to meet myself compassionately today and just without all the pressure of shoulda, coulda, woulda? What would that look like?
Love that.
Yeah, I'm just taking a moment for that because it's, one of my favorite words is to be compassionate, to be kind to yourself. That's
Yes,
beautiful.
like, like, treat yourself even half as well as you treat, like, your best friend or your
Mhm.
favorite person.
And it's one of those words, it's kind of a buzzword right now, but and it's another one of those things that sounds easy, but it is
Yeah.
not. So if it feels weird to be kind to yourself, that's okay. Keep trying. I would
Yeah.
say this goes back to something that I said earlier is what do I need right now? What do I need today? And truly listen. And if you can't do something about it right now, note that information, use it, and come back to it. Find a way to work. You might notice a recurring theme of, I need more sleep. I need more blank. And don't just ignore that. Use the information that you're giving yourself with those check ins to make those small, sustainable changes. And
It's
also check
beautiful.
in to see how it feels when you make them so that we're not just making it and then rushing on. Make the
Right.
change, stop for a second. How did that feel? How am I feeling after I did that?
I like that, the check-in, and that's so important. So the compassion, asking yourself how you feel. What I would add to that is a little bit more of a challenge, a loving challenge for you to ask the question as you go. And this can be weekly, monthly, it could be quarterly. It's a check-in of saying, what actions am I actually taking that link to what I need and my well-beings? I want you to be specific, and here's why. Because when we talk about self-care, we talk about compassion, right? These buzzwords, and sometimes they feel a little nebulous. So you say, oh yeah, I'm taking care of myself. How? I would like you to ask that because if you can't find the evidence in what you're doing and on your calendar and, then you feel like you might be, but when you get specific, you're like, this is what I'm doing. And then you can go back and say, how does this make me feel? Is it working? It's much easier to do that. But yeah, I would just say, let's get specific. What are you actually doing that links to what you need? And then you're on the right track to create these habits.
I love that. And I think to round out all of the things that each of you have said, I'd look at what are the things that you're doing that are draining your energy?
Mm, yeah.
Because we always look at things that we can add, things that we're supposed to be doing, but we're not looking at the things that somebody else can easily take from us or something that just doesn't need to be done. And just taking away those pieces of stress give you more time for self-care, but it's literally removing stress from your life.